some real issues. Don't ever mention my brother again. You don't know my brother.
Did you know if he knew the score?
Thank you.
There's no disrespect to Jamal. I don't know what you're trying to start, but he's not at all.
One NBA player almost punched the stars out of a reporter. One NBA star even went stupid answers for stupid questions. One even had an interviewer fired, while one went explicit on a reporter. Yeah, these are times when NBA players embarrass disrespectful interviewers. You see, for a league with some of the most professional athletes in the world, the NBA sure has some of the most unprofessional media. They always try to get some clickbait by asking NBA players super dumb and embarrassing questions, like when a 23-year-old Kyrie was asked what kind of parental role a 29-year-old LeBron played in his life.
So what type of parental role has he played for you and your teammates?
Parental role? I don't know how to really answer that question. He's been a great leader for us. I have one father. That's my dad, Draymond Green. But for us, in terms of learning the nuances of the game and also how to win on the court and also how to carry ourselves off the court, I feel like he's been a great influence in that role.
Or when JaVale McGee was asked if his Hall of Famer mom was still alive.
Hey JaVale, welcome aboard. I'm not sure, is your mom still with us?
My mom alive? Yeah, she's still alive.
Yeah, I didn't.
That's a weird question to ask somebody.
Unfortunately for these interviewers, while some NBA players might be laid back with their response and want no smoke, not many are. In fact, not Draymond Green, because he actually got this particular reporter fired. If you are an NBA fan, then you know by now that the Golden State Warriors and Houston Rockets rivalry is always a tough matchup. And while tensions might rise, there are just some lines you don't cross. Well, the line was crossed in the 2016 playoffs, and it wasn't an NBA player that crossed it. In the 2016 postseason, a hot Golden State Warriors team, coming off a legendary 73-9 record, faced the Houston Rockets in the first round of the playoffs and swept them. Surely, Houston fans were devastated. Sadly, it wasn't only because they were swept in the first round of the playoffs, but also because their city was actually getting swept in real time by severe flooding. Many died, thousands were left homeless. This wasn't a time for mockery. But sadly, this reporter was shamelessly looking for a clickbait.
Okay, Draymond, here's an interesting question. So last year you visit us. Game 3, there's no flood, you win. Game 4, there was flood, you lose. And this year you visit us. Game 3, there's a flood, you win. Game 4, there's no flood. Game 3, there's flood, you lose. Game 4, there's no flood, you win.
Brother,
so
you asked me about the flood.
Now, this would have been a less obvious clickbait if he hadn't asked Draymond earlier, and the power forward saw through all that a mile away and shut him down. Unluckily for the reporter, the only headline he got from it was him getting fired. The media trying to get a clickbait is not a new thing in the NBA. However, the clickbaiting in 2016 was at an all-time high. No one was spared, and unfortunately for these interviewers, the NBA players gave them what they deserved. Russell Westbrook, for one, wasn't playing around. At the time, tensions between Westbrook and Kevin Durant were hot. KD's move to the Warriors was huge, and the NBA media were grasping at straws. In any case, on Christmas Day, the Cavs faced the Warriors, and the box office game came down to Kyrie Irving's game winner.
Again, you're right about that. Absolutely, Jeff.
That happened in the finals. That's just wrong.
Here comes Irving. Drives on Thompson. Irving spins. Puts up the shot. It's good! Kyrie Irving with 3.4 remaining.
Well, many were happy at the Super Team Warriors losing, and it appears Russell Westbrook was too after this clip of him thanking Kyrie hit the internet.
That's all. Ooh,
As you could possibly guess, a reporter thought it well to ask Westbrook for some headlines, but it didn't go well for the interviewer.
Kyrie, do you want to comment on that at all?
What?
There's a video
What
of
do I look like, man? For real.
Thank
didn't
you.
know if you wanted to clear
Why would I
anything
ever
up.
say that?
I didn't know if you wanted to clear anything up. I
Clear
didn't
what
know
up?
what you were saying.
What video?
There's a video that the Thunder Twitter account tweeted out.
What video?
It's a video of you putting up a shot pregame. Ran off and yelled
I would
something.
never
in the
say
tunnel.
no other man's name like that, for one. Thank you, Kyrie. What do I look like? I was talking to my trainer's daughter. His daughter's name is Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. I ain't even about to keep going on there. I'm about to keep my spirit up because I'm not about to even involve myself in no dumb stuff like that. But next question, man.
I think I heard, thank you, Kyrie. What did you hear? Well, regardless of what we all heard, you have to admit, NBA media can't help but stir up some drama for clicks. They're always trying to start some unnecessary beef out of nowhere, and sometimes they just try with the wrong person. This person in particular, Anthony Edwards. During the 2024 NBA Western Conference semifinals between the Denver Nuggets and the Minnesota Timberwolves, some reporter tried to be slick by baiting Anthony Edwards into a beef with Nuggets point guard Jamal Murray, but the Timberwolves shooting guard clocked his ass.
Hey, you talked in that Phoenix series a lot about the way you saw Kevin and how that motivated you. And at your age, it's got to be fun to see all these OGs right in front of you. Is there anything like that in this series? Like, what's your...
Nah, these guys 3-4 years older than me, man, yeah.
I mean, Jamal been around for a minute. Is that a guy that you've been tracking at all?
Nah, hell nah. Like I said, what is he, 27? I'm finna turn 23, dog. Yeah, KD 36, 35. Yeah, come on, man. There's no disrespect to Jamal. I don't know what you're trying to start, but yeah, he's no, not at all.
Anthony Edwards straight up let him know that bait was going to work on him, and you could say he learned from the best on how to handle baits. He most definitely learned from LeBron James. An OG like LeBron has most definitely seen it all. Dumb questions, baits, disrespectful comments, and attacks, and many times he just let them slide. However, sometimes he can't help but make these reporters see how dumb their questions are, even if he has to ask them if they are smart.
LeBron, you just feel it's a case where you guys just need to defend home court at this point?
Well, I mean, are you a smart guy?
I think so. Sure.
I think so, right? So if we don't defend home court, what happens?
But yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
I'm asking you.
Well, yeah, then you guys are looking at getting swept.
All right. So that answers your question.
Down 0-2 in the 2017 NBA Finals, LeBron was actually gracious here because he didn't snap. He just made the interviewer see how dumb his question was. Unfortunately for other interviewers, they don't have this grace. Well, they shouldn't have that grace when they ask dumb questions like this.
LeBron, Mark Schwartz, ESPN. From listening to everybody's reaction to the play at the end with JR getting the rebound, there's still confusion about whether JR thought the game was tied or whether he thought you guys were ahead. From where you stood on the court and from talking to him after the play, what's your reaction to it? What's your version?
What do you mean, what's my version?
Well, did he think that the game was tied, or did he think that you guys had it salted away?
The incident in question was in Game 1 of the 2018 NBA Finals, when J.R. Smith shockingly dribbled out the clock with the game tied. What was on his mind at that time is still unknown, but this reporter believed LeBron should know his state of mind. Pushing hard after LeBron repeatedly told you he didn't know J.R. Smith's state of mind is definitely a choice. A dumb one if you ask me. This is a man who just lost Game 1 of the NBA Finals, his legacy on the line, and you expect him to be a moderator? Some questions just deserve walking out the room, and Giannis Antetokounmpo is another NBA star who did just that. He didn't wait to answer the question, he straight up walked out. Back in 2019, after being eliminated from the Eastern Conference Finals by the Toronto Raptors, everyone had something to say about Giannis's lack of experience and future, especially ESPN's Malika Andrews, who had posted an article attacking the power forward just 15 minutes after the Game 6 loss.
Malika Andrews, ESPN. For both of you guys, I'm curious, you guys have talked a lot about how sometimes it takes experience. I'm wondering if now that you have some of that experience, if you see more validity to that point or what you think of it.
I mean, you post an article attacking him online after his biggest career loss and then question his experience a few minutes later? Giannis's head was in Mars, and I'm sure walking away is the least of the things this reporter deserved. In any case, while the likes of LeBron and Giannis just straight out walk away from disrespect, some other NBA stars don't have that temperament. I mean, if you could take a wild guess, which NBA players would you possibly guess right? Still thinking, or do you have one in mind already? While doing that, care to drop a like and subscribe to the channel? We've got so much to show you. LeBron's gonna be proud. Yikes. Anyway, what NBA hothead do you have in mind? Because this one is going to be shocking to you. Yep, this guy, Rajon Rondo. Interestingly, he is not even the aggressive type, but you know what they say about some lines. They should just not be crossed. And this interviewer soon found out the hard way. Why?
How many times I'm gonna tell you that? What? How many times I'm gonna tell you? I'm telling you, quit filming. Do not film me. I'm not doing an interview right now. I'm at the interview.
NBA players often avoid direct confrontation with the media, and if they ever do, you can be sure they've lost it and care less for the fines and suspension, like LeBron James did when he punked Stephen A. Smith. Some things are just too super sensitive to attack a player about, and when one interviewer decided not to know his limit, DeMarcus Cousins embarrassed him.
That's a real f***ing issue. Don't ever mention my brother again. Don't know my f***ing brother. Okay, that's good.
Back in 2016, a Sacramento Bee columnist wrote about the allegation that Cousins and Matt Barnes assaulted a couple at a New York City club. The columnist went further to report that his brother got arrested and wrote some damning things about Cousins' brother. Family is a super sensitive subject, and writing badly about his brother just because you are a reporter was just crossing the line.
Coward. You say whatever the you want to say about me, but don't mention my mother family.
Interestingly, a year earlier, both Cousins and this reporter got into it when he interrupted the basketball player mid-interview, so the write-up felt like a vendetta.
Don't you feel better? I was still talking. I'm sorry. Rapid pace, but still got a lot of growing to do.
Thanks.
Clown. You like that style?
In any case, it's not often confrontational for most NBA players. For some, too, can play the dumb game. A stupid answer for a stupid question, like Taurean Prince did when arrogantly asked how his team got out-rebounded.
How's that happen?
Are you directing that towards anyone?
Just talked about getting out-rebounded. He had the stat sheet. They have more rebounds. You said he got out-rebounded. I was surprised. You did. Out-rebound Baylor.
You go up and grab the ball off the rim when it comes off, grab it with two hands, and you come down with it. So they got more of those than we did.
You know, now years after this viral clip, Oklahoma City Thunder's player, Jalen Williams, channeled his inner Taurean Prince when asked the same dumb question.
Like you getting the rebounds.
Box out, go up with two hands and grab that. Don't stand and watch, box out again, and when you go up and you jump, make sure you grab it.
The truth is, you stay long in the league and you are bound to be asked one or two dumb questions. And one veteran who has been asked one too many dumb questions is Chris Paul. I mean, 20 years in the NBA, he has had his fair share of disrespectful questions, and you can be sure that CP3 isn't the type to let it slide. Back in 2017, during the Clippers-Jazz playoff series, Chris Paul and the Clippers were down 2-3, having just lost Game 5, 96-92. One more loss and their championship dreams were over. So coming to the post-game interview, Chris Paul was visibly irritated, everyone could tell except for this one particular reporter.
Your Sunday playing a Game 7?
What?
Your feeling about your level of confidence that you'll be back here again?
What you think? I'm on the team. You say, nah, it's over. I mean, that's what you want to hear? Yes. Come on, man. You've been doing this long enough. Seriously, right?
If you can expand upon that.
Everybody in here laughing for a reason.
I mean, what answer was he expected to get out of Chris Paul there? I mean, what do you all think? Well, I know he was just looking for some headlines at the expense of a frustrated NBA star, and he failed badly because CP3 embarrassed him. Anyway, from LeBron, Anthony Edwards, Russell Westbrook, DeMarcus Cousins, to Rajon Rondo, which NBA player do you think clocked these reporters? Do you think their response was too much or too little? Let me know in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, the next video on your screen is worth your time.